Hey there, Blowhard fans, Rebecca Hadlock here. And today's Blow Your Mind update is brought to you from Corvallis, Oregon, outside on this beautiful fall day. And I wanted to take a little walk with you and talk about BlowHard's Why. Have you ever heard of the two books titled Start With Why and Find Your Why by Simon Sinek? He talks about the importance of a business to know their why you're doing what you're doing. I believe that there can also be a shift in that why or layers to it. So I wanted to tell you a little story. Back in 2010, my husband brought the first battery-operated PPV fans to the fire and rescue industry. You may have heard it. It's called the BH20. This is a 20-inch fan. He is an expert in batteries, and the fire and rescue industry didn't utilize them. They hadn't yet. Right? They had electric and gas-powered PPV fans. And he knew that this was going to shift the industry. So he took it to the very first show that he and his brother, Ben, our VP of the business, to FDIC. Ever heard of it? And he gave me a call on like day 2 and said, Rebecca, today was a different type of day. And I said, well, why? What happened? And he said, well, I mean, yesterday, right, the first day, a lot of people were coming up and saying, hey, we've got your fans. These are so great. And, you know, hey, they're just so different. I'm so glad we have them in the industry now. And the second day, he had this firefighter that came up to him and said, hey, we got your BH20 on our rigs. They're great. And Mike said, oh, well, yeah, well, thank you. That's so fantastic. And he said, yeah, it's really changed things. And Mike said, well, great. I'm so glad to hear that. And he said, no, you don't understand. It's really changed things. And Mike saw that he was getting kind of serious and said, you know, well, tell me about it. That firefighter, that big burly firefighter, had tears in his eyes. And he said, no, you don't understand. I don't have to pull dead children out of burning buildings anymore. The why at that moment shifted. He knew, what he told me was, he knew he created a great product. He knew it was going to shift the industry. He didn't know how much. He didn't know that type of impact it was going to have on the industry and all of you guys using these fans. So the why for creating this product and shifting an industry and making something much better might have been the first why, but it shifted when you see what it does and how much it reduced time in firefighting, right? The quick grab off the truck, the easy setup, the adjusting of the shroud, single person deployment, no gasoline. And it's saving lives. From that point on, we have always tried and succeeded in creating new technology, knowing that you guys are out there using it to help society. And we're always going to keep innovating and changing the industry to make it better and better, more strong, more robust, smaller, lighter, more powerful. We're going to keep doing it. So that's our why. You guys are our why. And as long as you're out there fighting fires, BlowHard is going to continue to push the boundaries of technology and innovation. It's why we created the first battery-operated PPV fan, the first folding fan. It's why we created the very first and only expansion jet airstream, and why we created the newest smart fan on the market today, the BlowHard Squirt, with our smart tech system, the operator interface, giving you dynamic, real-time control and knowledge when you're fighting fires, the smart tech battery management system, so you don't have to mess around and do any kind of maintenance with your batteries, and smart tech diagnostics, so you can do any kind of troubleshooting out in the field right away and be back up and running. So that's it for today, you guys, on this beautiful fall day, a little walk and talk. DM me or message below on how BlowHard has changed the way that you fight fires. All right, you guys, take care and stay safe.